Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am back with another clothing transformation video. So this particular one is very specific to this season because I'm going to be turning this knit turtleneck dress into a two-piece. I got this dress about a year ago, so it's pretty fresh in my closet, but I just decided that it was time for her to undergo a little transformation. So the materials that you're going to need are a pair of scissors, some matching thread. You're going to need a seam ripper. I'm not even really sure if I use this, but you're also going to need some pins. You're going to need some elastic waistband and a measuring tape, a tape measure. So first I'm marking where I'm going to be cutting the top away from the bottom piece. The bottom of the dress is already professionally hemmed, so we're not going to be touching that. We're not even going to be touching the top part of the top itself. And once that line is marked, I'm going to cut off the skirt piece. So now we have a top and a bottom piece, and we are halfway there, you guys. So I'm going to be starting with the skirt. At the beginning, you saw how the dress fits, and it wasn't such a bad fit. So it's really just the waist that needs a little adjustment. So I'm measuring it to see how wide it is so that I'll know how much to take out. And I'm going to now fold it in half and actually pin it together because this fabric was just moving all over the place. So if you see pins around, that's because I had to pin it all the way together. Then I'm going to mark my waist measurement onto the skirt, but a quarter of my waist measurement because the skirt is folded, so really I'm working on just a quarter of it. So my waist measurement is 28 inches. If you divide that by 4, that's 7 inches. So that's what I'm marking. I marked 7 inches. And I'm just pinning that in place and connecting it to the hip to make it fit. And after this, next step is just to sew it closed. But because this is knit and stretchy fabric, you always want to use a zigzag stitch. And the ideal thing to use is a serger. But if you're like me and you don't have one, then a zigzag stitch will work just fine. Next, I'm going to be adding some elastic to the waist to make sure that the skirt fits perfectly. So cut a strip of elastic that is 1 inch smaller than your waist measurement. So for example, since my waist measurement is 28 inches and the length of my elastic would be 27 inches. So take that elastic that you've cut and sew it in an overlapping zigzag stitch. And after doing that, the next thing to do is just to join the elastic to the skirt waist. So you want to equally align the elastic to the skirt waist at 4 corners, pinning all 4 pieces together. Then sew them together again using a zigzag stitch because you want to make sure that you maintain the stretch. So even as you're sewing, make sure that you stretch the elastic to fit the skirt waist as you go. And once that is done, the skirt is basically ready. Just fold the elastic over and we're good to go. You can move on to the top. For the top, which is now a cropped turtleneck top, I'm only going to be working on the bottom hem, and I decided to just do a simple lettuce hem design. So take it to the sewing machine and run a zigzag stitch over the hem. I've actually done a detailed tutorial on how to achieve a lettuce hem, and I'll leave a link up here on this video and down in the description box, so check that out if you're interested. But yeah, take the machine and run a zigzag stitch over the hem to get the letters design, and just make sure that you stretch the fabric as you sew, and after a while you see the curves start to show. And once you've done that, this is the final result. I have officially turned this turtleneck dress into a two-piece. So let me know what you think in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on new content. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.